Hello, my name is Mark Pullum, and I like things Disney. And Disney's great, but sometimes it can put a dent in your wallet. So I've come up with some different ideas for my holiday season that I can deck my halls with Disney. And I want to share with you something I'm kind of excited about. It's a wreath. Now, I've seen a lot of Disney Mickey wreaths, and they're always kind of complicated. But I found a simple way you can go to your local dollar store and get these wreaths. They're only $1. You'll need 2 of these wreaths, and that's about it. Perhaps some scissors, a glue gun, and you're set. Let me show you what I do with my wreaths. First, I take the wreath and I take that, and I don't have my scissors here, but I have these and they work really well. I take that off. And the interesting thing is, you can imagine people putting this garland on. Well, there has to be a simple way to put it on, and there is. They just go back and forth. So I've unhooked from the bottom, and you can see that they just go back and forth, and I'm taking that garland off quite fast. Now, I kind of remember how they put this on because I want to use that same technique when I put this garland back on my wreath, because it is simple. I don't have to go in and out of this wreath and try to put all the garland back in that way. So I'm going to take this off. Watch, it'll take a bit of doing here. All right, now I've taken all that garland off and it's left me with a round wreath. But I want a wreath with 2 ears. Now I like the fact that I have a holder. It gives me a little dimension of how it's going to be. Something like that. Now you can use your scissors, I'm sure, but I'm going to use my needle nose with kind of a cutter right there. And I take it into each and I just clip around the whole wreath. And as simple as that, because I want the inner circle, which is smaller, because I'm going to use those as ears. Now when I first did that, I used 2 circles, and I'll show you, I've already cut one from another. And now I just kind of pull that out. Now before here's my hanger, I was putting those 2 like this, and it kind of looked almost like Dumbo. So now what I'm going to do with this circle, here's a divider. I'm going to cut this side and this side off. So I'm going to use these to cut that side and this side off. And now I have something like this. I've done it to the other one, and they're both the same. Now, when I take my wreath, my basic form, I'm going to count 1 space down and put that in there and that in there. And here's the hanger. There's 1 space, so I want it even. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's as simple as it gets. And there's my basis, my form, to make my Disney Mickey wreath. Now I'm going to hot glue the corners just to make it real sturdy. And so I'll do that now. Okay, here's my frame, here's my Mickey. It's lacking the tinsel, but that's going to go quite fast because of how they put it on. I can put that on the same way. So I start at the top and I wrap it down and then up, and then you can see that the down part is right there, and some of them are a little short, so I'm going to have to wrap that. Still can't get away with not wrapping it. Boy, I'm going tinsel crazy. There's some other tinsel that decided to join the party. Stay out, tinsel. It's not your turn. Okay, so here is my tinsel. I'm just going to wrap it around. Where I can do the other way, I'm going to do that also. You can see the garland on one of the wreaths met clear to the middle. So it should make sense that I can wrap this whole side and come down here with the other. Now as I got to here, it was easier because of these longer spikes outside the wreath. I could just go back and forth. These I needed to cut a little longer. So here we go. Let's do the second part, and we're almost done. That didn't take any time at all. So here is your basic wreath. It's a Mickey wreath, and it's pretty sturdy. It didn't cost more than, it cost me $2. Now's your chance to let your creativity flow. Buy your ornaments, buy your lights. I did buy some just lights at the dollar store. I would probably, they came in sets of 10 to a pack. I'd probably buy more or go to get some other lights inexpensive. Maybe even ones that time on and off. Let's try another one real quick with just the dollar store garland, which isn't the best, but it is a different texture. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to make another one. Maybe we'll go real fast and you can see if you can see what I'm doing. Okay, this is the basic wreath. When I cut here, I'm gonna give it a little more space so that I have a point that I can wrap the garland on. As I use these cutters, I'm gonna leave a little space right in the middle of all of these. We'll see if that works. Now I have a spike right there. I have a spike right here. It's gonna be easier to wrap them. I keep this here, I'm gonna cut there and there. All right, I'm finished. Now with this wreath, I made sure that I used the garland that was green on this one, because then the plastic is green and it kind of fades into this one. I wrapped it with one dollar store garland and just a little bit more, so I needed two. And I have it all wrapped. Now I'm ready to put the decorations on and put it up. I like the fact that here's my hanger right here. I don't have to do anything else other than embellish and hang. You can put any type of ornament you want. Now these were at the dollar store also, but I want the ornaments, not necessarily the garland, maybe for later. So I'm gonna take these off. I have my hot glue warming up and I'm just going to glue the base and I'm going to stick them someplace that I think it's gonna look really festive. And so that's what the next process, the next step, and we'll see what we come up with next. Well, there you have it. I like something easy, something fast, something that I can use or give away really quickly. So this was my wreath. If I was to do the cost for one of the wreaths, it's $1 with the tinsel. I need two of them, like I showed you. This has green garland, which I had to buy extra. It wrapped all the way around. The bulbs are also at the dollar store, really quite inexpensive, and I hot glued them on. The ribbon was also there. So I would say if I'm looking at this, $5 to $6, and a lot of the things you'll have at home anyway. This particular one was just $2, the way it looks right now. I did add some lights to it. That would be an extra cost. So I just want you to be creative, use your creative juices. Here's a Mickey ornament we made before and we just put that down there. You could embellish with those. I go to thrift stores often and a lot of times I'll find Disney stuff. You could even add those to the sides and make it all different colors. So have fun, show your creative side, and most important, get your Mickey on. We'll see ya. Hey, if you like that, I have other things that I have in the works that I want to make. We did make some of these. You'll find the link right there. But the dollar store had these new light up ones. So it brought these Mickey ornaments to a whole new level. And those can be a lot of fun. I also saw on DIY how to make my own Mickey headbands. Whoa, boy! but I embellished them a little different than I saw. I'll show you the link of that one, and perhaps we'll make some of these, or just your Mickey hats. Some easy, fun crafts that don't take too much time, and you can be satisfied when you're done that you're going all out. Another thing I found recently, and this is a secret, I don't want you telling everyone, Mickey's 90th birthday, at Target they had these little things, and inside you find 2 Mickeys. Now those Mickeys can be used in a lot of craft projects. There's 2 holes right at the top. I can put some string or ribbon and I tie that. And not only do I get my 2 Mickeys, you can see I used one of those Mickeys on this headband, but I also have an ornament that if I went to a store, that might cost way more than getting the ornament and the 2 Mickeys. You find what you find when you find it. I hope you have a great one. You might consider liking, subscribing, or even commenting, and I'll try to make some other ones. Hey, see you later.